Hi everyone, this is Real World Audio. We are doing an unboxing video now, and no, we are not unboxing the cat, but we are unboxing something that has just arrived. And here's a little bit of a cheating or helping just to whet your appetite and give you a little hint of what might be hiding in this box. Actually, I hope that this is what I'm looking for. It's kind of a little bit hard to unbox with one hand holding the camera, but let's see how good I'm at it. Of course, I have a bunch of vacuum tubes, but why not? You see a pair more. You just can't say no to that. And why couldn't say no? We will find it out. Because these are not just any kind of vacuum tubes. And before you go on wondering, these are not some sort of silly expensive vacuum tubes. I'm not going to whip up some Mallard ER34 or something like that. What is this? 171A RCA. So what on earth can this be? Check this out. It looks that this is some sort of globe vacuum tube. This is the same thing. And I try to take out with one hand without actually breaking the tube. Let's see. It's not that easy. I have to open the other side of the box. And lo and behold, the tube is coming out. And here it is. And it's called Radiotron UX171A. And if you look at that, that's the plate structure. It looks like a silverish color, the plate itself. And that's because it's a nickel plate. It's not made of silver, it's made of nickel. And as you see, it is a flat plate. And at the top you see that triangular shaped semi-transparent thing. That's called a Myconol. It's an insulator material and it's used to hold the support rods in place. And this silvery thing on it, that is the getter. So that is the metal layer inside that helps to keep the cathode healthy. So why am I showing this tube to you? Let's have a look at one of these books. And let's just open this up right here. Page 21. What was that book? 70 Years of Radio Tubes and Valves by John Stokes. And let's read this paragraph. Blah blah blah. The first tube to have an output in excess of 100 milliwatts was the type UX112. And check this out, that was the very first power triode basically in production. And the second one, over 400 milliwatts, almost half of a watt, was the type UX171, were both from the Westinghouse tables. So the Westinghouse was the first one to bring it out, and of course Radiotron had to make their own as well. So you are looking at a vacuum tube that is almost 100 years old, and it's the second power triode in production. And of course the book said in excess of 400 milliwatts, they can put out, actually if you push them hard, a whopping 0.75 watts. Yes, you heard it right, not even a single watt of power. So that's the kind of power amplifier you can make using this output tube. Yes, so 100 years ago, this was the big boy. That was the king of the heap. And then in 1930, so that's about 90 years ago, that's when the 45 came out. And the 45, you might know it already, that had much higher output power. You could get about 1.5 watts or 2 watts of power out of it, which was a lot. And after that, the big development was the Type 50 vacuum tube that gave you about 4 watts of output power, and that was tremendously huge. So we are looking at this era of a full century ago, when 1 watt was a dream to attain. Of course, today we have amplifiers like that, which are like put out 20-25 watts easily, and even that by today's standards is very little output power. We have amplifiers in excess of 5,000 watts or more that you can buy commercially for your stereo system. But there's something to be said about these very simple single-ended direct heated triode tubes. You see, it only has 4 connector pins. It has the same base as the 45 has, as the 300B has. And the very special thing about these vacuum tubes is that they have a very pure sound. And they are extremely linear devices. So even though today we have like 1,000 watt solid state amps, but their linearity is extremely poor compared to this vacuum tube. And of course I did this unboxing because I'm going to build an amplifier using this as a power tube. And you might think that I'm pretty crazy of building an amp that has less than 1 watt of output power, but actually with those speakers, even this tube will give me more than 100 dB per meter volume. So basically this tiny triode can give you all the volume you want if you have the proper speakers for it. But for your interest, you do not need such super duper expensive speakers for that. If you have a very good single driver speaker that's like 92 dB efficient, you already can use this power tube to a fantastic result. And how fantastic we shall see in about half a year, or maybe hopefully earlier, depends on when do I have a time to build these amps, because I'm going to show them to you how the amp works with these very sensitive loudspeakers, and also I'm going to show you how it works with very simple loudspeakers that are very small size, about 91 dB efficient single driver speakers that you can easily build with next to zero cost. And yep, this is what this video is about, showing you something that can give you very pure, very clean sound that's centered around the music. It's not about to impress the heck out of your neighbors. It is not for show. This tube is all about substance. So thank you for tuning in. Please like and subscribe. And I hope this has made early vacuum tubes sound a little bit more enticing to you. And yes, we shall soon see that even these tiny tubes which have so low output, they deserve our attention. And honestly, I'm really interested in this vacuum tube because I want to build an amplifier for them that I can use for quiet listening. From these big guys, I have all my power that if I want to rock out or listen to a symphonic concert at a first row experience, they are more than capable, much more than capable of delivering it. But I want something that I can listen to at 2 a.m., 3 a.m. when everything is quiet, and all I want to hear is just whisper level. So thank you. Bye bye.